Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. And God, I hate my grey hair. And we have lighting. The lighting has been sorted. I went out and bought a bang on new light bulb. So today, reviewing, I think, one of the icons of the British beer industry, another icon. Abbot Reserve. So you've got Abbot Ale, which is the 5% version. Abbot Reserve, the 6.5% version. And from Greene King, you know, I know Greene King gets slated for some of the stuff, but this is a bob-on. So it's described as rich and malty. From the master brewers of Abbot Ale comes this super premium beer, Abbot Reserve, brewed in limited quantities. This is an exceptional treat for that special occasion. Abbot Reserve is distinctive, full-bodied, smooth and feature beer. That's what it says. Bursting with rich fruitcake and toffee flavours, and I couldn't agree more with the, you know, treating yourself. And the price, you know, you see it in the likes of Tesco's on a £4 for £6 deal, which when you think about some beers, you know, that's a fantastic price. We mustn't forget sometimes that, yeah, we all gripe about paying premium price for beers, but £4 for £6, you know, is a bloody bargain. So dark, trying to think what colour it is. Mahogany, chestnut colour. Just a slightly off-white head. Rich, very rich, fruity, malty aroma. Oh, and again in the taste, you know, that rich dark fruits and the lovely malt aroma in the, you know, malt taste. It is an absolute classic, and this is my second review of it. But some beers deserve, you know, a second review. In fact, some beers deserve about 10 reviews. And as the channel gets a little bit more popular, you know, I don't mind going back to some of the lesser beers, some of the beers that didn't get many views, just to make sure they're out there, because beers like this, oh, and I've got a Greene King glass as well, and that's something. Beers like this deserve the credit, you know. Oh. Like its younger brother, I would say, Abbot Ale. It's a quality beer. Abbot Ale is quality, and you know, you get it on cask at a lot of pubs, and it does seem to be one of the favourites on cask, along with Old Speckled Hen, which is, I think, is another Greene King brand. I know it's Moorland. Yeah, it is. It's Greene King. So I'm absolutely knackered. I've done another wooden floor today, and then after doing the wooden floor, I ended up going to the daughters and that to help them get the garden cleared, because they're moving house and they've got their landlord, who is my son-in-law's auntie. She's a shitbag and a horrible person. Wants them out at her thing, you know, wants the house all put back to how it was. And when they moved in, the walls were all sorts of colours. They painted it neutral white. You can't go wrong with white, can you? You know, white. And she said, I want it all painted cream. Yeah, but you didn't paint it cream in the first place, you know. And they've gone through and it's spotless, and she's still being a bitch with them, you know. So it's not always that the tenants are the arses, you know. Sometimes it's the landlords as well, or landlady in this respect. But luckily they bought their own house now. And I mean, I've been there 2 days putting wooden floors down, and to me it's going to be a lovely house for them. Nice compact garden, you know, good for the little fella because he's a beauty, you know. In fact, we've got him here tonight. We're babysitting overnight, so he's going to be in the middle of us. And it's been a year since we've had a little baby in the middle of us, but I'm used to my 10-year-old, well, 9-year-old son in the middle of us, and hopefully he won't have no screaming fits tonight, because that will not be good. Not especially not with a baby who's got the grumps as well. Hey, pitfalls of being a grandparent, I suppose, you know. When he's in a good mood, he's fantastic. When he's in a whingy mood, bloody hell, he's not so fantastic then. But all kids are the same. And Christmas is coming up, you know. Today is December the 1st, and we've still not got our Christmas tree up in the dining room. We've got all the outside Christmas trees up, the hallway, the dining room, all on the stairs, but nothing in the front room. So unhappy about it. Hey, feels like a lost Christmas. Hopefully soon, once we find out what's happening with the plastering, we'll be alright. So yeah, absolute perler of a beer. Drink at room temperature, don't drink cold. Much better at room temperature. And the flavours that come through, I don't think it's as good as the likes of King Goblin. And maybe Peaky Blinders Christmas Pudding Stout, but it's up there. It's in that area of quality beers, you know. 6.5%, it's in the sweet zone area, you know. A lot of my favourite beers are in that area. What can I say? It goes down a treat, you know. It's a beer that, I mean, I'm 6 minutes into this review, you know, at home, you want to sip this, try and pick out the flavours, by breathing a bit of air in at the same time. See if you can pick out lots of different flavours, you know, to enjoy beer to its finest, you know. I mean, you get these people who say, yeah, this wine's got oaky tendencies and all this rubbish, and but if you can pick out the flavours, listen to reviews like me, and reviews off the internet, try and pick out the flavours. You know, it's a challenge sometimes. Sometimes the flavours that they say, you can't pick them out. But with this fella, oh yeah. It's got a beautiful richness to it. That dark, malty, rich fruit flavours. This, you know, I don't know if it just hits the, you know, that button of mine that says, yeah, this is an absolute pearl of a beer. So anyway, today we were shopping in Tesco's this morning, because I like scanning. I like to know what I'm paying as I'm walking around. Then if I see something, I press on it and it's cheaper, and I'm like, whoa, get a few of them buggers. And if it's the other way around, you know, get rid of that rubbish. And I walked past the newspaper counter, and now the newspaper counter, Sunday Mirror, £10 off a £40 spend at Iceland. I'm thinking, oh, that's not bad. You know, bargains are bargains wherever you go in this life. So I went to page 24 where the Iceland voucher was. You got to use it today. I thought, fair dues. So the paper's £1.70, £10 off. So I'm making an £8.30 profit. We're going to do, we'd already been saving in Iceland some stamps. So I put an extra 80 quid out of my internet money to it. So I went and bought a load of Christmas food, you know, steaks and leg of lamb and all that other thing. And then getting an extra £10 off, you know, it makes you good. And this is where, as a country, we need to be exploiting these bargains where we can. Because, you know, it makes the cost of living go down. Iceland's a good shop anyway. Their gin advent calendar was 40 quid today in store. And the wine advent calendar was 30 quid. I didn't have the extra pennies available, and I hadn't really, to get it. But if you do see it for 30 quid, the wine, 24 little bottles for 30 quid, that's worth a punt. You know, there's at least going to be 15 to 16 bottles of that. That's good stuff. And now I'm talking about it, I'm regretting not buying it. But I went through late on a red light last week. I went through late, and I don't know if I go out for an amber or has it turned to red. So I'm waiting for the inevitable bloody thing in the post. You know how it is. You get to some lights. There's no pedestrians crossing, so it's not them sort of lights, and they turn to amber. And I just went through, and now it's been a week now, and once it gets to 2 weeks, I'll have thought I'll past it, you know. But hey ho, it shouldn't go through late on lights, you know. It's one of them things, really, isn't it? So, loving this. What can I say? I've just had a pint of mild earlier because, to be honest, I've been on my knees putting bloody floors down for 2 days and I can hardly walk. My back and my knees are killing me. I've got work again tomorrow. You know, hopefully on the run up to Christmas it's going to get a lot less busy, you know, because we have been so busy these last so many weeks. And life, it's good to be busy in life, but not be too busy, you know. You need to be able to enjoy yourself. And I had a lovely phone call earlier. I missed the phone call anyway. But a bloke who I'm doing his garden for him, and his wife died 6 years ago. And he must be, I reckon he's in his 80s, you know. And obviously very rich because he's got a lovely massive garden, but it's fell into disrepair. And anyway, this garden, I taking it over for him, and as I'm tidying the garden, it's not just a case of mowing or whatever, it's a case of rediscovering these pathways that have been grown over by grass over the years, and I'm rediscovering his garden for him. And obviously it means a hell of a lot to him because he rang up earlier. At first he asked me, did the move go okay with my daughter? And yeah, that's gone okay, thankfully, because my son-in-law, he's got his brother, so it means that we didn't have to do that side of things apart from putting decorating and doing floors, and then a bit of gardening as well. But to phone up and say, oh, thank you for what you did yesterday, you know, rediscovering the garden, and you can see that it means so much to him. And as a gardener, you know, it means a lot to me to, you know, help someone rediscover, you know, especially if it's his wife who was the gardener. And you know, it's nice. I mean, the money means nothing, you know, apart from the fact I get a few beers with it. But you know, that, and then phoning up and saying it, you know, that's amazing. But anyway, back to this. The colour, beautiful. The aroma, the taste. This ticks all the boxes. 6.5%, yeah. So if you like Abbot Ale, you like Old Speckled Hen. Old Speckled Hen has got Crafty Hen as its bigger brother. Crafty Hen is a 6.5% beautiful malty beer. This is also a 6.5% and it's a beautiful malty beer. And for a supermarket beer, let's be fair, you know, supermarkets only sell a minute fraction of the beers available in this country. You know, you only need to see how many. In Nottingham, there's probably 30 breweries. 28 of them probably never been to in my life. Never drank any of their beers. And you multiply that around the country, you know, there's a lot of discovering to do. 1, if you've got the money. 2, if you've got the time. And 3, if your belly can stand the beer drinking. But hey, it's a nice hobby, isn't it? So, out of 5, this to me is top 10 beer, you know, all day long. It always has been, you know, as good as it's ever been. It is an absolute quality beer. And for the price, 4 for £6. You cannot beat that, you know. I mean, I think it's something like £1.80 or £1.90 or on a 4 for £6 deal. But 6.5%, beautiful beer, and it, you know, at room temperature like it is now in here, it just hits the spot, you know. I could quite readily now get on the settee and just go to sleep. You know, it's settled me down lovely. And for somebody who suffers with stress and anxiety, you know, it's a lovely thing just to chill out. You know, with a couple of these. The only thing is now I'll have to go and get some more sometime soon. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Just recently we've gone up even more, and it's great because, you know, I do read the review, read the comments. I don't reply to everyone because I'm a busy person in life. But it's good to see people interacting with other people as well, you know. And as beer lovers, there's some fantastic beers in this world. Right, thanks for watching. See you soon.